O Lord, the children of Edom.
Children of Edom, they helped ancient Babylon.
In the day of Jerusalem, who said, raise it, raise it.
Destroy it, destroy it.
Even to the foundation thereof. O daughter of Babylon, who ought to be destroyed.
See what David's calling Edom in verse 8? The daughter of Babylon. Because Edom followed all the principles, all the characteristics of ancient Babylon. Now, from there, let's go back now. Go to Revelation 17. Because we read about Babylon in the New Testament also. Okay, Babylon the Great. We want Revelation 17, read verse 4 and 5.
Revelation 17, verse 4.
Now listen good. Remember in Isaiah it said Babylon was the golden city. So watch this what the Apostle John says. Revelation 17, all we want is verse 4 and verse 5.
And the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet color, and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls, having a golden cup in her hand.
She had a golden cup in her hand,
full of abominations.
Full of abomination.
And filthiness of her fornication. And upon her forehead was a name written.
Listen to what this woman represented.
Mystery. Babylon the Great.
You see what this woman with the golden cup represented? Mystery. Babylon the Great. Why is it a mystery? Because this woman with the golden cup represents a nation of people. And it says mystery because although you're being told that this woman represents America, many of you right now can't believe it. No! You think Saddam Hussein was Babylon. You fools! Read.
And upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery, Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots and abominations of the earth.
That was 5?
That's 5.
Now, jump down to the last verse, verse 18, to see what John said about this woman. Watch this, to let you know it's America.
Revelation 17, verse 18. And the woman which thou sawest is that great city.
The woman which thou sawest is that great city. Meaning that great nation, that great country,
which reigneth over the kings of the earth.
So this great city, which is a nation of people, rules over the kings of the earth. Hold on, let's think about that a second. Is that talking about Saddam? Where's Saddam Hussein and them from? Is that Iraq?
That's Iraq, yeah.
Iraq? Are they ruling over the kings of the earth? Maybe it's China. Is China ruling over the kings of the earth? Maybe it's the Ethiopians. Are the Ethiopians ruling over the kings of the earth? No! But is America ruling everybody? Yes! 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 Read it again.
And the woman which thou sawest is that great city which reigneth over the kings of the earth.
Now let's go back to Isaiah 14. Okay, verse 4 again.
Isaiah 14, verse 4. That thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon.
So the king of Babylon is the daughter of Babylon, is Babylon the Great in Revelation. Go ahead.
And say, how hath the oppressor ceased?
Let's get some more. How has the oppressor ceased? See, you know what a lot of you tend to do? You like to ignore the Old Testament so you can get a dumb pork chop preacher who don't know nothing, who know you dumb as hell, and use certain passages to manipulate your mind. But you need to read the entire Bible, precept upon precept. Read that again. I'm going to show you something.
That thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon.
Now, we went to precepts to explain Babylon, but watch this.
And say, how hath the oppressor ceased?
Who's oppressing us? We went over that earlier. Watch this. Go to Deuteronomy 28. See, Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, is a pivotal point of the Bible. It tells you, black men and black women, Latin men and Latin women, who you are. We want Deuteronomy 28, verse 29. Read verse 29.
Deuteronomy 28, verse 29.
We're going here to find out about the oppressor.
And thou shalt grope at noonday.
So the Israelites, this is one of the curses that came upon the Israelites.
As the blind gropeth in darkness.
Meaning you're looking for the truth, but you can never find it.
And thou shalt not prosper in thy ways.
Our people never prosper in their ways.
And thou shalt be only oppressed and spoiled evermore.
Thou shalt be only oppressed and spoiled evermore. You hear the prophecy? Now, verse 33. Watch this.
Deuteronomy 28, verse 33. The fruit of thy land,
the fruit of thy land,
and all thy labors, shall a nation which thou knowest not eat up.
When the Spaniards came to this side of the world, they ate up the fruit of the labors of the Latin Americans, which are the 10 tribes of Israel.
And thou shalt be only oppressed and crushed always.
And thou shalt only be oppressed and crushed always. You hear the prophecy? Do you see the correlation now? Let's go back to Isaiah 14 now. In verse 4 again.
Isaiah 14, verse 4. Thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon.
So who's the king of Babylon? Psalms 137 said, in verse 7 and 8 said, remember, O Lord, the children of Edom, O daughter of Babylon, who ought to be destroyed. Revelation 17 said, and the woman which thou sawest, which has the golden cup in her hand, is mystery, Babylon the Great, which reigneth over the kings of the earth. You see that? Read it again.
That thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon, and say, how hath the oppressor ceased?
Who's the oppressor? The same oppressor that who has dominated us and put us in hard bondage. Go ahead.
The golden city ceased.
What is the golden city? Is China the golden city? Is Iraq the golden city? No! America is the golden city. People think that the streets are paved with gold here, like over in Jamaica. They all want to come over here. Oh yeah, America got money. They think money grows on trees in this place over here. This is the place where things come at a cheap price, okay? This is the place that's the golden city, where all nations want to come here and be like. Go ahead.
Verse 5. The Lord hath broken the staff of the wicked.
See the prophecy that Isaiah says? Isaiah sees in the spirit the king of Babylon going down. He sees America falling down. He says the Lord has broken the staff of the wicked. Notice it's calling the oppressor, the king of Babylon, the wicked. The Lord has broken the staff of the wicked, meaning their rulership. Go ahead.
And the scepter of the rulers.
Go ahead.
He who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke.
With a continual stroke. Go ahead.
He that ruled the nations in anger.
He who ruled the nations in anger. Go ahead.
Is persecuted.
Uh-oh. You hear what the prophecy says? It says is persecuted. What is that talking about? Isaiah is letting us all know that in the spirit, there's going to come a time when the greatest city on earth, the greatest country on earth, America, Babylon the Great, shall be persecuted. And brothers and sisters, you're living in that time now. What is this persecution talking about? Terrorist activity. Bombs going off everywhere. That is coming to pass. You thought, what's that? The World
Trade Center.
You thought the World Trade Center was a coincidence? Oh, brothers and sisters, don't sleep. This is the time of persecution, okay? All the nations are here. Go ahead.
He that ruled the nations in anger is persecuted, and none hinder it.
And you can't stop it. None hinders. I'm going to get some more now. I want you to hold that.
Right.
Go to Habakkuk 2. Let's get some more about the persecution that's coming to this place, the United States of America. Okay? They thought this place was the land of milk and honey.
Right.
A lot of you Negroes thought this was the promised land. No. This is the land of your captivity. This is the land where you're meant to repent here to be delivered from here. Okay? Habakkuk 2, let's start at verse 5.
Habakkuk 2, verse 5. Yea, also, because he transgresseth by wine.
Now Habakkuk is talking about Babylon also. But this Babylon, just like the Babylon David spoke about, just like the Babylon Isaiah spoke about, just like the Babylon John the Apostle spoke about, is America, the United States of America, called Babylon the Great. Read it again. Habakkuk.
Yea, also, because he transgresseth by wine.
Yea, because he transgresses by wine. This wine that America transgresses with is their philosophy, their religious lies, and their political lies. That's the wine it's talking about. Go ahead.
He is a proud man.
It's letting you know that this man is a proud man. Come on.
Neither keepeth at home.
Does America stay home? Do they only mind their own business, or are they in everybody's land? America's everywhere in everybody's land, trying to get the oil from here, trying to get the resources from there. Come on.
Who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as death.
Who enlarges his desire is as hell, and is as death. Wherever America goes, that land, that country turns to hell, so to speak. Meaning the people get poisoned in their mind, their customs get changed, like in Kuwait.
Right.
They celebrated Christmas over there. Now they got porno shops over there, okay?
Democracy.
Right, democracy is there. Go ahead.
And is as death, and cannot be satisfied.
This man cannot be satisfied. Read.
But gathereth unto him all nations.
This is letting you know it's talking about America. Read that again.
But gathereth unto him all nations.
What do they call America? The great melting pot. Here in America, you have all nations here. Read it again.
but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people.
He got all people over here. Come on.
Shall not all these take up a parable against them?
Listen to what the parable that these people, all these nations that are already here, going to say.
And a taunting proverb against them, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his.
Woe unto him that increases that which is not his. Now let's think about that. Was this land, the North, Central, South America, was this given to the white man, or were the people already here? Huh? When they came over here, starting with Spain, was this place empty, or were there people living here? Those people you call Indians that were here, those were the 10 tribes. Those are the 10 tribes of Israel. Read that part again. Woe unto him.
Woe to him that increaseth that which is not his.
Right. He increased that which is not his. He steals lands. Okay. Even the moon. It's going to go into that. Go ahead.
How long? And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay.
Right. Ladeth himself with thick clays. He got all his people around him filled with their lies. Go ahead.
Shall they not rise up suddenly?
Watch what these nations are going to do.
Shall they not rise up suddenly? That shall bite thee?
You see what all the people and nations that are already here going to do? Do you see? Can you understand the prophecy? Read that part again.
Shall they not rise up suddenly? That shall bite thee.
That shall what?
That shall bite thee.
That's talking about terrorist activity will occur here. And it's going to continue. You cannot stop it, brothers. Sisters, you cannot stop it. You are living in the midst of Bible prophecy. Our job is to make you understand that, to make you see what day and time you're living in.
Right.
Was that it?
And awake that shall vex thee.
Then in these nations, these people that are here, it says they shall what?
And awake that shall vex thee.
Awake and they shall vex these people here.
And thou shalt be for booties unto them.
Meaning spoils. They're going to take what they want. Was that all on down to verse 8?
Because thou hast spoiled many nations.
Now God is going to explain why all these nations are going to rise up that's already here. Because of what?
Because thou hast spoiled many nations.
Because America has spoiled many nations with their CIA, their FBI. They have spoiled many nations.
All the remnant of the people shall spoil thee.
You hear what God says in the Spirit? God is letting you know that all these people you got here in this country, a lot of them are going to rise up and bite you. A lot of them are going to rise up and vex you. Talking about how? In their economy, okay? And all these terrorist things is going to start to occur. Was that it?
Because of men's blood.
Because of what?
Because of men's blood.
Because the nations and countries that America is bombing, that they're taking down through warfare, a lot of those nations are here. The remnants of those people are living here. Go ahead.
And for the violence of the land.
And for the violence of the land. That's verse 8.
Of the city and of all that dwell therein.
Now let's go back to Isaiah chapter 14. And we want to go back to verse 6 again.
He who smote the people in wrath.
America smote the people in wrath.
With a continual stroke. He that ruled the nations in anger.
He that ruled the nations in anger, because all the nations are here. Many of the nations here, like you got Japanese here.
Right.
Don't you remember they dropped the atom bomb in 1945 on Hiroshima and Nagasaki? Huh? You got many Arabs here. They bombed the hell out of Afghanistan, Kuwait, many of these Arab nations. A lot of them Arabs are here. Go ahead.
Is persecuted.
So it says, this man here shall be persecuted.
And none hindereth.
Nobody can stop it, brothers and sisters. With all your marching, your voting, the Bible says you cannot stop it. Was that it?
The whole earth is at rest.
God says now when this man goes down, the prophecy is that the whole earth will be at rest. Go ahead.
And is quiet.
And the whole earth will be... So you want peace on earth. God is letting you know the prophecy. In order for there to be peace, this place is going to go down. Now I know a lot of you might be scared right now. I know a lot of you trembling, you itching in your seat, you nervous, but this is the prophecy. I have to give it to you straight. I can't water it down for you. Come on.
They break forth into singing. So you want down what?
No, keep going.
Yea, the fir trees rejoice at thee.
So when America goes down, the prophecy says the fir tree is going to rejoice when this man go down. Go ahead.
And the cedars of Lebanon saying.
And the trees of Lebanon shall rejoice and say what?
Since thou art laid down.
Since America has been laid down.
No fellas come up against us.
A fella is an axe cutter. It says no fella has come up against us. What happens every so-called Christmas? You know that lying Christian holiday you celebrate that God says don't celebrate in Jeremiah 10, 1 through 4? What happens? They cut down tree after tree after tree. That's how you get your paper. Many of your products what they call it, echo.
Right.
No, be green.
Be green. Let's go
Be green. Let's go green. And they're cutting down a lot of stuff. The prophecy says when this man goes down, the tree is going to rejoice. The tree